a twin flame reading today. What do you say? All right, let's do it. Sorry, just gotta fix. Oh, okay, we're good. Scared me for a second. I thought I messed up my video. So we have my mask. Keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. Well, damn. Okay, that's not surprising. Twin flame runner. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I am not available right now. So we have a runner for sure. Okay, that's runner, runner, runner all over that. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get a few of these and then pull out the tarot and see what's going on. Oh, hold on. Let's see which one's going to pop out. So any of these oracle cards can be... Oh, wow. Okay. I was going to say you can flip and switch the roles. You know, they could be for the masculine or the feminine. So this one says, I'm not sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure is too much for me. So this is a person who's running, which is very typical in a twin flame connection, that one person who's the runner doesn't feel good enough. They have unhealed trauma, and the breakup or the separation of this twin flame connection is meant to trigger the person who doesn't feel good enough into a spiritual awakening, an ego death, a dark night of the soul, transformation. It's supposed to trigger transformation and healing. Now, it just looks like this person is nowhere near starting to do that. Well, let's see. Let's pull a few more of these maybe, because hold on, my cards just all flipped around, so I got to get them back on the same. Okay, so this one says, I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. So they're just masking and like distracting themselves and making themselves think that they need to focus on other things, but actually it's not that they may not have things that going on in their life that require their attention, but what I'm picking up here is that they're using that as an excuse not to go within and do the deep emotional, subconscious, or spiritual work that is needed so that they can feel good enough for this connection, take their mask off, and become emotionally available. They don't think that they can do that. They don't think they can live up to your expectations. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. So they're actually going through it already. So I feel like they're going through a dark night, guys. And they're probably going through this dark night and they have not started healing just yet because they're mid dark night of the soul. Mid ego death, possibly. Let's get out the tarot and see what's happening with this person and with you. So they definitely don't want to talk about their feelings because feelings of inadequacy and insecurity are what I'm seeing the most of here. And, you know, in the society that we live in, this is why it's so hard for a lot of the masculines and the twin flame connections, is that they're taught to be tough. They're taught to be hard. They're taught to not have certain emotions. And so many insecurities are born from that ideology or that upbringing. And it can be really difficult. You know, it could be really difficult for a masculine to overcome this. So sorry I'm shuffling this a lot, but I have to. This deck is stiff and difficult. Okay, now let's just start seeing what's going to start popping out of this. Oh my dog. Four of Wands. That's crazy. That's really crazy. This is one of the main twin flame cards out of the entire 78 card tarot deck. Okay. 1111 may be very significant to you. Wow. It looks like this connection is going to move forward. I don't see this all that often. I feel like this is a very good sign that your person, your counterpart, will do the healing work. I'm not taking reversals because I'm doing clarifiers. They have to realize their own potential first. And so do you, possibly, but I feel like maybe you already have because you guys are in separation, but hopefully you're not in chasing energy. But this is talking about twin flame union, marriage, stability, and this could be reunion as well. And celebrating your life with your partner. This is fast movement once this person is ready, once you're both ready, I should say, but this person definitely needs to get ready because you may be already ready. This is very fast progress once that union comes back in. The full potential will be reached within the connection, which is so beautiful to see. The Three of Wands is heavy on that. But like I said, this also signifies this person needing to understand their full potential. And this falls right under, they're not sure if they can meet your expectations, right? So they have to understand that they do have the capacity, the capability, the wherewithal to meet your expectations. They do. But they have to do the work. They have to do the healing work. And I do feel like they're going to do it, guys, because of what I have here. Like, this is progress, fast progress. So I feel like once they go through this dark night of the soul, they may make really fast progress, this ego death, towards you, towards the union, you know, towards their healing. Yeah, justice will be balanced, okay? This is something balancing out. The scales being balanced. Wow. I've done so many twin flame readings, guys, on my other channel, and I can tell you that this doesn't always come out this way. There's a healing of the hearts here. Your person may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy here. But this is a person who, once they heal themselves and heal their heart chakra and heal their subconscious mind, their heart, their energy, body, mind, soul, they will show up for you in the way that you need them to. In fact, I think they really want to, deep down. This is somebody who is reliable, honest, and trustworthy. So like, this person seems to be headed towards a major transformation, going from masking themselves to, and, you know, being emotionally unavailable and insecure and feeling like they can't meet your expectations. And, you know, they have things going on in their life that, you know, they're distracting themselves with, you know, so that they're not fully acknowledging like what they need to heal yet. They're going through this roller coaster of emotions and won't admit it. And then down here we have all this, like, something is happening so that this person is moving into King of Wands in the upright. This is healthy masculine energy. This person may even have like some kind of glow up. You know, this person may have facial hair. This person could be very sporty, outdoorsy, very fit, very masculine looking, healthy masculine acting. This is future energy, of course, because they're not in that energy right now of being honest, trustworthy, and reliable, or even emotionally available. But it looks like this is them moving into a divine masculine energy, somebody who's gonna actually nurture you, take care of you like you did with them or wanted to do with them. But let's see what else. Yeah, there's still the Knight of Wands right now. And that's why they betrayed you, but they don't want to betray you anymore. They want to come out of that. So they do want to communicate with you. We have the Princess of Cups here. Oh, let me move all this up so it's in the frame. Sorry. Yeah, they do want to communicate, but they know that they have like destroyed you, but they don't want to do this to you anymore. You feel betrayed and backstabbed by this person because they weren't showing up for you. They were possibly in, you know, selfish, egotistical, or even narcissistic energy. Doesn't mean they're a full-blown narc. That's not what I'm feeling or seeing in this reading for this particular person. I feel like maybe they were displaying some of those traits, but I don't feel like they have the full-blown ORDER. You know what I mean? King of Swords in the reverse. So they know that they didn't do right by you. They know they didn't do the right thing by you, that it was unjust and unfair the way that they treated you. And they definitely hurt your heart here, did some damage. There may have been third parties or a circumstance that got in the way of this connection. Okay, it doesn't have to be a person per se, but it could be. It could be family members. It could be friends. It could be this person's own issues, their own unhealed trauma, their own limiting beliefs, obviously. So definitely we did see that. Wow, they were also the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is just like they were not stable. I think they're still not stable, but the good news is that they will move into this King of Wands energy, but they also didn't provide you with the emotional, mental, or physical stability that you needed in a relationship, or that you need to be okay or feel safe in a relationship, you know. They may have screwed you over financially. It's possible. So you became defensive and guarded with this person. You put your walls up. You felt like you were constantly having to defend yourself from this person, and then you went within and hermited yourself. Oh, and then you hermited yourself. You went within, did soul searching of your own, some sort of possible self-work, meditation, introspection. And I feel like you did a lot of work on yourself to get your stability back. And if something is not going to be your 10 of Pentacles, then you're not going to accept it. And 10 of Pentacles is like two people who love, respect, admire, and honor each other. Two people who take care of each other. They admire and adore each other. I think I already said that. But they also have the energy of legacy and longevity attached. So somebody that, you know, you would see yourself marrying, or you would marry each other, and that would be it for you guys. It would be you and your family and your legacy and building generational wealth and, you know, doing beautiful things in the community, doing beautiful things for your family, for your children, even if it's a merging of families, same thing. But yeah, you got to a place where if it wasn't that for you, but I don't think you got there like without some deep introspection and deep self-healing and self-work yourself. So, and if you haven't done this yet, you may still be in the midst of doing this, but this is where you're headed, okay? But I feel like your person is going to step up and show up for you the way that you need them to. Yeah, they're coming in with the truth. They're going to stand in this very different, you guys are going to have a new chapter. This is like a lot of transparency with each other. It's a really honest, direct, face-to-face conversation. It's super raw and direct communication, super honest, like totally transparent. There's a new chapter coming for you guys. The Ace of Swords. Wow, guys, this is just like a blessing from God, a gift from the universe, golden opportunity in the area of finally having this transparency. This is this person taking their mask off and finally, you know, being able to be honest about their feelings, about who they are, about how they feel about you. And it's going to be intense. And it's a chapter that will only expand, grow, and evolve from there. Okay, Ace of Swords. Wow. So, sorry, that actually came out in the reverse. I don't know why I flipped it upside down. So, the right side up, I mean. So they don't want to hide anymore. This is the Seven of Swords in the reverse, guys. Wow. This is literally talking about this person doesn't want to wear a mask anymore. They want to stop playing games. They don't want to, and this could be future energy. Like I said, I still feel like this person is going through, you know, this mess, roller coaster of emotions, and won't admit it. But where this is leading is that this person doesn't want to wear a mask. They don't want to, you know, take away joy or happiness or your mental stability, your emotional health, your mental health. They don't want to do that, okay? They really don't in the future here. Maybe they don't want to now, and that's why they're staying away as well. But I feel like this person really wants to get out of this, like, deceptive energy, because this is deceptive energy, but it's in the reverse. So they don't want to be deceptive. And by wearing a mask and not admitting your feelings and running and ghosting, you're being toxic. This is toxic energy. They don't want to be toxic. They don't want to be deceptive. They're scared that you're going to move on. While they think that you're going to move on to calmer waters, somebody who doesn't, they think you're going to leave them behind. They think you're going to move on to calmer waters, somebody who doesn't bring them chaos, conflict, drama, or discord, and somebody who's going to fight for you. They think you're going to move on to somebody who's going to fight for you, fight for the connection, and not run the way they did. Yeah, they're stuck in their head about this. Eight of Swords next to the Five of Swords, next to the Six of Swords, next to the Seven of Swords in reverse. This person is all up in their head. We also had the Ace of Swords. This person is stuck in their head. They're in spiritual jail. They may feel like they're stuck in life without you, or just stuck in life in general. This is definitely somebody who feels like they have no support system around them, or not. They do, though. They just think that they don't. It's almost like they don't want to see that. They're staying blindfolded when they could easily take the blindfold off. They're not being bound or held by anything other than flimsy strings. This is a figment of their imagination, of their mind. This is their own limiting beliefs. But they are stuck on you. They are stuck on the whole situation. I feel like they feel stuck in life, and they're definitely ruminating thoughts stuck in their head, okay? They may actually be in spiritual jail And that means getting slammed with a lot of lessons. And those lessons are pushing them towards their growth. Wow. So that they can learn how to be empathetic, compassionate, nurturing, and emotionally supportive and generous in their relationships. And by generous, I'm not just talking about giving you material something, things. I'm talking, that could be part of it, but you know, nurturing each other means that two people are working together. But this person, they need to learn how to be a nurturer in a connection. So not just taking from someone, not just taking the emotional support, not just someone else doing all of the emotional labor, rather, you know, being able to also be there for another person, not dumping everything on one person emotionally in the relationship. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, oh, you're stronger than me, so, you know, I've had somebody say that to me, like, oh, well, you're stronger than me, so you can handle it. Like, that's ridiculous. We're all human, you know, especially a feminine needs support too. We do a lot as feminines, as women. And I know men do too in their own way, but so do we. And in fact, we take on a lot, you know, as far as like having families, children, jobs, careers. There's so many layers, you know. Women are natural, innate nurturers. And this person just couldn't give you back what you deserved and what you give. And that's part of their lessons, is learning how to accept someone else's vulnerabilities and to be able to show up for them, you know, the way that is needed on both sides. And they haven't done that. They don't know how to do that. That's part of what they have to learn. It's because they have so much of their own heavy crap going on, and they're so unhealed that they don't have the capacity to be there for someone on this level. Okay? Be a nurturer, be someone else's emotional support. But it looks like they will eventually move into that energy. They need to learn how to be a best friend and a romantic partner, you know, for their person, because friendship is so important. Being best friends with your partner is so important for a healthy relationship. Not that your other friends aren't important, because that they are too. That's balance. But yeah, this person just has a lot of growing to do. So will you be patient? They don't think so. They think you're going to move on. Maybe they think, well, we know that they think you deserve better. But I feel like I was picking up something else with this Six of Cups. It was on the tip of my brain. They just need to learn how to be an equal partner, and I really do feel like they will. Yeah, you guys have a new chapter. Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. See, look at this. Right over the King of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this person's going from the King of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new chapter. This person's going to get their stability back, or, well, I wouldn't say back. They're going to gain stability, I think, for the first time ever in their life. And they have to go through a lot of struggles and challenges and adversities and obstacles, obviously, to get there within themselves. A lot of healing to get there. But this is them, you know, being reborn in some way, having a new chapter and bringing that to you. It feels like they're just like handing it to you. Like, here, I'm ready now. Are you ready? Here it is. Here's what I have to offer. And this is like a major offer, a blessing from God, a gift from the universe, golden opportunity, of course, because it's an ace. And it's something that they're bringing in that is stable, secure, something reliable. Okay? I like that. That's really beautiful. It'll only expand, grow, and evolve from there. Needs to be nurtured. Six of Wands. Yeah, like you guys are going to experience a lot. This is victory and success. This is you guys doing something really amazing in the community together. I saw that twice now, being leaders in some way. So if you know about twin flames, then you know that twin flames have a journey together. They have a mission on this planet together. It's a spiritual mission to raise the consciousness, to raise the vibration and the consciousness of the planet and of humanity, you know? So this doesn't surprise me to see that a healed masculine is coming around to a healed feminine, and or vice versa if you have to flip it, guys. But you know, then you guys come together to really, you know, you heal yourselves, then you heal together, and then you help heal others, then you help heal the planet, humanity. This is victory and success and leadership, okay? Overcoming challenges and obstacles and adversities and triumphing. So I want to pull some, where is that deck? Sorry. I want to see what does this person want to say to you in the 5D, because in the 5D, I remember the day we met like it was yesterday. You're mine forever and ever. I think about you all the time. I can't, not right now. See, they're still working on themselves. They're not ready. They have to be ready. They do. They have to be ready. I need you to help me. So I'm feeling like because you've already healed and you're already doing okay on your own, doesn't mean you don't love your person, your twin. It just means you're doing okay on your own. So they may want to know, how did you do that? Like, how did you manage to survive this? How did you manage to overcome and heal and be okay with everything I did to you? And they want to know how you did that so you can help them to heal. Yep, they still need space, but their feelings are showing up here. But they still, they want your help, but they need space, and they can't right now. You see, this person is extremely conflicted. That's that 8 of Swords energy. Conflicted, like all over the place mentally. They don't want to come back to you unhealed. That's for sure. Okay, they don't. They're tired of running. Wow. Wow. That is what all the first oracle cards told us. They're tired of this. That's why I'm telling you, they're going to move into that King of Wands energy and those Ace energies, and it's over for these hoes. I'm yours forever and ever. They don't want to be with anybody else. They only want to be with you. Very romantic. I know it doesn't feel that way right now, but it will. I really feel. I don't want to wait any longer. Please be mine. You see how torn this person is. It's like they can't live without you. They don't want to live without you, but they're so unhealed that they know that they can't come back to you unhealed. They know you're divine feminine. You're in divine feminine energy. You can't come back to a healed divine feminine unhealed or toxic still. they'll definitely reject that. Even if they love you, they'll reject that because they value and, you know, they know their worth. Let's put it like that. So a lot of times the healing journey for the feminine in the twin flame connections is about valuing herself or himself, you know, self-worth, and not putting up with ghosting, abuse, mind games, tactics, cheating, whatever. Yeah, I've been fighting a battle I can't win. They are going through this. They're going through it. Dark night of the soul, I'm telling you, ego death. They don't even know what they're fighting for anymore. But they're going through, look, they're going through a roller coaster of emotions, but they won't admit it. They've been fighting a battle they can't win. So yeah, this person is going through it. But if they don't, they won't focus on their healing. They won't heal. They won't be triggered into, wow, this is just right here. My beloved. All right, one more deck, and then we'll pull roll some dice, okay? Sorry. Wait. Okay, I want to hold you. I'm scared you will reject me, you see? I sabotaged, if I could talk, they don't want me to say this. They don't want me to say this. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. They weren't ready. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. But your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. Why? Because that's your twin. There's nobody that's going to be able to replace that feeling or that type of connection. It won't exist with anybody else. I want a future with you. I need to shuffle. I'm afraid that I lost you forever. What did I say with the Six of Swords, guys? They think that you're going to move on to calmer waters, possibly move on to a soulmate, possibly a relationship that's much easier. They feel like they effed this up. They totally fumbled you, and they feel they're afraid. I think they feel that they lost you forever. So it's like, that's why they feel like they're fighting a battle that they can't win, because they think that they might not win you back, or they maybe think there's a high chance that they won't get you back. I regret what I did to you. So yeah, the distance between us kills me. Wow, I've been working on myself and I'm not the same as I was before. Like I said, this person is in the beginning stages of this, and they might not be exactly the same as they were before. They're still not ready for you, but they are working on themselves and they have made some progress. So I hope that gives the right person hope here, because I don't want to give false hope to the wrong people. So if this reading doesn't resonate for you, you know, it might not be your reading. Parts of it may resonate for you. Maybe the first part, the middle part, or the end part could resonate. Okay? But you know what I'm saying. It's a collective reading, so you know, it'll resonate a little differently for everybody, but I underestimated how important you are in my life. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. See? They're going through a roller coaster of emotions, but they won't admit it, and they don't know how to handle their emotions right now. Jeez. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Holy shit. Everything in this reading was talking about them masking and hiding their true feelings. So these are messages that I hope are comforting for you, that are coming through in the 5D for somebody in my collective, or many of you from your twin. Yep, crazy. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. Everything in this reading said this. It really did. It's crazy. It's just crazy how the oracle will confirm a lot of what comes through in a reading, even in the tarot. They feel like they can't go another day without you. They've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures. So unlike obsessive stalker energy, guys, there's a difference. I'm not picking that up. This person just really misses you, and they're watching your socials and admiring your pictures. They're holding on to the memories of you guys. So I feel like you guys did have like a full-on relationship. They want to make things right. So, yeah, let's get some dice out, guys. That just made a mess. Oh, guys, I hope that what I'm seeing here all comes to fruition in this beautiful way, because I don't always see this. Some twin flames don't come back together, and some really do the work, and they do. Accountability is key, especially with a lot of the masculines. The masculines can be male or female. Don't forget that. I'm just saying. Accountability is huge. Okay, we have a Leo out here. We have an Aries out here facing me. And we have Taurus facing me also. Somebody may be on an Aries-Taurus cusp with Leo in their chart. We have a Scorpio out here, somebody with Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, Scorpio, or heavy in their chart. We have Capricorn out here. We have Pisces. We have, well, we're Aries again, heavy Aries. Taurus again, heavy Taurus. Heavy Scorps. Oh my goodness, it's the same over and over. Cancer. I've gotten Scorpio and Aries and what was the other? Taurus so many times. Cancer again. Oh my God, Aries again. Jesus. Okay, so let's talk numbers, guys. Numbers can be life path numbers. They can be birthdays. They can be any significant numbers. We have 22 out here. That's my birthday. We have 3, 4, 1, 4, 3. That's I love you on a pager. Came through in the last reading. Took it away because I don't need to roll that one again. We have the number 13 and 3. So 33, 133 could be 313, any combination. 0, 0, something is going to start over from the beginning. Also, Aries energy is a 0. 6, 8. Let's get some more numbers. 33, again, somebody's life path number may be 33 out here, okay? We have 12, we have 22 again. We have 212 or 122, could be significant. Addresses, anything. 66, 606, we're getting a lot of that type of vibe here. 06 and the number 8, okay? Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you find my readings helpful. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who subscribe, who like, comment, and share. I love you. Until next time.